Coming up.
Próximamente. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You started the episode with the word twat and you're scared of saying boobs.
Mummy's having a shower too, and by the way, she's wearing your underwear.
My partner's a real man who can handle me and my bush.
This is just like consonants next to a consonant. How, like,
All
how
right,
you
Vorders, look at you. Who do you think you are, Karen Vorderman?
ready?
Welcome along.
Hello, everybody.
Lost in translation.
Another one.
And another one. We're like DJ Khaled, aren't we?
Yes. Another one.
Do you know, we've come into the studio today and we've still got Mia's stickers on the back of our iPads from
Yeah,
last
can
week.
we acknowledge how well she did and
bless
how
her.
funny she is?
But you know what's funny though? When the episode came out last week, I took her to school dinner on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I said to her, do you want to listen to it? And she went, yeah. And she got about 5 minutes in and she went, yeah. And she put Taylor Swift on the Red
Yes.
album. And I said to her, did you not want to listen to yourself? She went, nah. She said, I know what I sound like, Mum.
Yeah,
And I
you
thought,
see
bless her,
that
she's so chill.
she gets it from me. I'm the same. I don't really listen back to the pod.
No, you don't like the sound of your own voice, do you?
No, I think, oh, shut up, you stupid twat.
On that note, this is Lost in Translation. We'll go, keyword twat. Lost in Translation. It's Gemma and Gorka. We listen, we don't judge. It's a judgment-free zone. We play games on here. We solve dilemmas. You guys have been getting in touch loads, which we just love because it makes us feel quite normal in our silly life, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, without further ado...
Vamos! So, before we get on with all the big things of what is happening this weekend as we are recording this podcast, can we just talk about a few things, right? I want to acknowledge a few things,
Okay.
that happens quite often. And this is with you, listeners, and the people who listen to us. Or follow us on social media. So I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me all the time. I get comments, you know, when they send you a comment to a story or they send you, like, you post
On Instagram?
Yes.
Right.
You post a story or something, yeah? I get thousands of comments and I don't understand why. Everybody thinks that my Instagram is your Instagram.
Oh, as if I can't even run mine properly, let
Yes.
alone two.
So, for example, I get a reply, oh, Gemma, you look fantastic. Oh, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
I love you, Gemma.
But is that not if we've collaborated on a post?
No, even like if I reply to my stories, I get in the story, oh, like for example, bless Gorka, you need to tell him this, things like that. And I'm like, do you realize this is my post? It's my page.
So they're slagging you off to me, but on your
Yes,
page.
yes.
Brilliant. Keep those coming.
Or they go like, oh, Gemma, I'm with you in this one.
Yeah, good.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, guys, this is my Instagram. It's not Gemma's.
So if you're slagging him off, come to my Instagram.
Yeah,
not
I'm
his
like,
own.
I mean, I don't mind it, you know, but, and then the other one is someone messages me, I post the video of our last episode, the podcast,
Yeah.
and someone says, I screenshot it, someone said, the you baby glowing, Gemma. Can you please?
Baby glowing?
Yes.
So what does that mean? Like a
Baby
my
glow?
skin?
I don't know if it's baby glowing or
It's Gem and Tonic. That's what my skin is, babe.
So the message said, Gemma has a baby glow.
Oh, and Gorka actually said I looked pregnant the other day. Didn't you?
I didn't say you look pregnant. I said that specifically you...
This top makes you look pregnant.
No, there's like you dislike how you look with that top that you were
I
wearing.
was sat...
And I said, to be
I'm sat
honest,
slouched now.
and I
always
said
slouch. I need good posture.
specifically, I said, the way that you sat, it makes you look like you're pregnant because your...
My boobs. You
yes.
can say boobs.
Your boobs...
You started the episode with the word twat and you're scared of saying boobs.
Your boobs are quite predominant in that top.
My boobs are epic.
And then that you were sat
Yeah.
with your tummy, it was a bit like...
Well, let's clear up. I am 100% not pregnant. I'm currently sat on a period as we speak, which you know. I've been wearing your Calvin Kleins for the last 2 days. I always nick his boxers when I'm on my period.
Funny enough, the other day, funny story, I was in the gym, remember, in the morning before the kids woke up. And Mia, you have to walk her up, yeah?
Yeah.
And she came straight to the gym to say good morning to me. So I was in the gym and I said, I have one more set and then I will go back, shower and get dressed. Yeah, she's like, yeah, mommy's having a shower too. And by the way, she's wearing your underwear.
Is that what she said to you? Yeah, it's just comfier.
Nice.
I'm at the stage like you won't know you don't have periods, but you just need to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Baggy trousers, baggy pants or knickers.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Grandma sneakers.
Yeah.
And then you go like, oh, and I was like, you wearing my underwear is nothing that's appealing to that.
Mia's hilarious because she'll go, because she just knows about periods already, doesn't she? It's weird. Not in depth, she just knows that once a month I have them. Because the amount of times parents will relate, if you have kids in the house, or in fact a dog, you can't go to the toilet on your own. I go to the toilet, Tiago comes in, Mia comes in, Benji comes in, they're all in. And once I was on my period and Mia went, what's that? She's like, well, out of the blue. So I said, it's just a period. And she went, what's a period? I said, it's just something. I said, every couple of weeks, every 4 weeks, Mum will have it. I said, it's fine, nothing to worry about. I said, when you're older, you'll get it. I said, every girl gets one. And then she said, does Nana have one? I said, not anymore, but she did. Does Auntie Nina have them? I said, yeah. Does Auntie Laura? I said, every female in our family, Mia, has a period.
Only in our family.
Yeah. And I said, it's something, I said, you will have. I said, it's not for a long, long time, though. This was years ago. So now, occasionally...
I mean, not that many years, but
well,
yeah.
about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Occasionally, she'll go, Mum, you on your period? I'll go, yeah, why? And she'll go, there's a bit of blood in the toilet. She'll just like... She's just so
Disgusting,
open with
you
it.
see.
Yeah, but I do clean it. But
Well, not if she saw it.
so she's just very open with it, which is good.
Yeah.
She needs to be. But talking of social media and replying to DMs, if you do want to get in touch, it's lost.in.podcast. That's our social media account. Or you can email us, lostintranslation@bowermedia.co.uk, or you can WhatsApp us if you want. Your WhatsApp voice notes may get read out. Or may get played out. It's 077 610 398 98. Do you want to say it in Spanish?
No.
Should I?
Yeah.
077 610 398
Yeah, but it's not zero, it's zero.
Cero.
Yeah.
Cero.
Zero. Very good. Well, that was my few things that I have to share
you.
from social media.
Should we crack on with the episode now? We've actually before we start, we've received a message from a listener.
Oh, yes.
This is from Claire. She wants to know, I've never thought about this. Does Gorka think in Spanish or English?
English.
Do you dream in English?
Yeah.
So you think and dream in English?
Yes.
Not your mother tongue?
For example, when I was working in Spain, I have to think in English, and then what I was in English translated to Spanish. There's many words right now that I don't know how to say them in Spanish.
How long did it take you to learn English?
I'm still learning.
Yeah, but because when I first said to you, you had to, because you were just thrown into it you were just on a cruise ship where it was English speaking, so you just said I had to learn it.
Yeah, but
That's impressive.
No, I used to speak before. I mean, I had the old school in Spain. You have 3 hours a week of English.
Oh, that's more than you have at Spanish.
Yeah,
over here. Yeah,
that makes sense. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you, for example, some kids in the high school, they go to like extra English academies to do the exams, to have the levels of English, to travel, or do like send them to Ireland for do like I don't know,
like a placement thing.
like 2 months in Ireland to do English. That makes sense.
I don't know why they go Ireland to do English.
It's very famous from Spain. Go to Ireland, go to Scotland or Wales, because probably it's like cheaper than. Yeah, it's true.
I know, it's true. It's just funny. It's like me saying we go to Germany to learn Spanish. Do you know what I mean?
No, but they go to Ireland to learn English.
Yeah, I know. But
Well,
they
do you
speak Irish as well as English in Ireland.
Yeah, but it's English, no? Without Irish accent.
What?
They speak English in Ireland. They speak English with Irish accent, no?
Yes, but I'm saying Ireland is its own country, so it's
Yes,
not
I know
like
that.
it's.
Not like England.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's cheaper.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in that way.
Oh, okay. Ireland's cool, actually. Have you ever been?
No.
Have you never been?
Yes, I've been with you in Belfast.
Yeah, that was at an airport. We did a
That's
tour.
it.
But you've never been for like a weekend?
I want to go to the cliffs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is really, really
It is
nice. There you go, Claire. He speaks Spanish and English, thinks in English, dreams in English.
Yes. Everything in English.
Everything in English.
Do you
Have
know
you seen
what-
the note underneath what Claire said?
No.
Oh, I've only just seen this. This is from producer Henry. Stick around because in this week, our game, we're going to be learning a language that neither of us speak.
Oh. So
what's
let
that
me finish
about?
what I was going to say. It's funny that obviously I'm not English speaking my first language, and there's words that I don't even know sometimes. But it's funny that sometimes she's writing something, she goes like, Gorka, how do you spell this word? And now you asking me, I'm Spanish.
Yeah, no, I ask you.
That's my excuse with Mia. When Mia goes, Papa, how do you read this? I was like, sorry, Mia, I'm Spanish. Ask your mum.
Benji is one, by the way. He just had his birthday, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
We had a
Very
little birthday
cute.
party for him at home. It was the cutest thing. I mean,
He woofed that cake.
Yeah, he did. It was his trainer Paul, who we see on a Monday, made him a lamb liver cupcake. So it was just lamb's liver, flour and eggs, he said, and then he put a tiny bit of cream cheese in it. He absolutely loved it.
Which Tiago was tempted to go and eat them. He thought they were cupcakes for him too.
They did look like edible cupcakes, but I said to you, didn't I, do not let him go anywhere near them. I mean, it probably wouldn't have done him any harm.
He was in his high chair having dinner, and he finished, and they were on the Tupperware. And he was like, sweets. And I was like, what's like, Tiago sweets? And I was like, they're not for, he's like, yes. Like, no, it's for Benji. He wanted to eat them. I was like, no.
He wants to eat everything.
Yeah, true.
He's going through a Hulk stage at the minute, isn't he? He keeps saying Hulk smash and then just punching whatever's in front of him.
Apparently, the other day in nursery, when I went to pick him up, he was having lunch, and I think one of the children spilled a glass of water in the middle of Tiago. So Tiago got upset, and they have to change him, So they, you know how they have the space jumpers?
Yeah.
So he went through all the jumpers to look at them until he found the Hulk one, and he wore the Hulk.
Oh.
Which we need to bring it back, by the way.
Yeah, we'll wash it and take
it's
it back.
already washed. I just need to bring it back later.
He always comes home in different clothes because he's had an accident or something.
Also, by the way, so you're going to the Brits this weekend?
Yes.
How was your outfit fitting?
It was okay, yeah.
I was more excited than her, probably.
Yeah, he said to me afterwards, so Ryan, who's our mate and also a fantastic stylist, he does all outfits for us for events, doesn't he? He gets them all, and because it's the least thing I'm asked about, to be honest, is fashion. As you can clearly tell from this podcast with what I wear. But no, he's got me some YSL trousers and a belt. It's a Chanel bag, which I personally, I mean, you heard me, I said to him, what the hell do you expect me to get in this? It's about that big. It's like a little pint glass, not even that.
It's just for your lip gloss.
He went, it looks good, babes. I said, the practicality of that. I need my house keys, I need my phone and my credit card all in there. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be practical.
Yeah, because the iPhone, you take your hanging grandma's case and put it back there.
Yeah, because I need practicality. He's got me a shirt from that designer always used to have a cat. Karl Lagerfeld.
Oh, yeah.
I've got his shirt. The jacket is Chanel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I said to him I would have just been fine in a bit of Adidas for me.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be nice. It's going to look lovely. And the thing is, because I am going to be on my period rank at the Brits, it's going to be fine because I'm in trousers, so no one's going to be like, I don't have to worry about any accidents.
Don't forget your pants, yeah?
Yeah, and the heels, I had the heels on. They're yellow Jimmy Choo heels, and as soon as I had them on, what was the first thing I said to you within minutes of
my back's wrecking.
My back was wrecking. I don't know how people wear high heels for so long. But yes, we've had Benji's birthday, the Brit Awards prep, and of course Mia was on last week. Thank you for all your lovely messages. You've all been so sweet. We had to bring her and it was half term. But like I say, she didn't listen back. She listened to her a few minutes and then she was like, nah, Mum, let's put Taylor Swift on.
Yeah, she loves it.
So, yeah, it was good. But she's back at school now. She's got, what is it to do? She's got forest school at the minute, hasn't she, this week?
Yeah, she's so excited.
She starts forest school, which I love because they get to be outside in hammocks and they toast marshmallows, climb trees. She's pre-warned us I'll be cold and muddy, she said. I said, there's no bad weather, just bad clothing. You'll be wrapped up, don't worry about it. So that's what's been happening in our week. It's been quite manic, hasn't it?
Yeah, busy. And I'm going to London this weekend also.
You're in London, you've got your dance classes, you're working.
Yeah.
Gorka's teaching some salsa. Is it just salsa you're doing?
No, salsa, Charleston and cha-cha-cha.
So you're doing it in Manchester and
with her doing
London.
Yeah.
What do you prefer to teach? Which
Salsa.
is salsa, more fun?
Yeah. We can play Bad Bunny, that's why.
Yeah. If I wasn't at the Brits, I would have come to the Manchester class, genuinely.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
Are you going to do it again?
I would love to, yeah. If the people like it, yeah, we will do it.
If you do it again, I'll come to the Manchester class.
Yeah, we should do one big one. But I won't do 3 classes. I will do maybe just 1 or 2. Or one of like an hour and a half.
And then like nice coffee and cake after.
Yeah, maybe we can bring some cookies after for the people who comes.
You could do a triple C, Charleston cookies, then cake.
We could do a podcast episode and a class together.
I mean, I can't teach the class.
But that would be nice. So every week, all the audience that comes to the podcast to listen, they can come and do the class.
There you go.
So obviously this is called Lost in Translation. We know why.
Yeah.
Should we crack on with the debate of this week?
Let's do it. So So each week, myself and Gorks both bring in something that maybe annoyed us about each other, maybe something that made us laugh, maybe something that happened that we just tell each other about for the first time here. You seem angry with yours. What's that? What have I done?
No, not angry. Well, obviously, we say we don't judge.
Yeah.
But this is, I think...
You say and judge.
Yeah. This
Have
is
you got a picture? Are you trying to zoom in on a picture there?
I always have proofs.
You took a picture as proof.
Yeah, I just walked in through the house and I took a picture.
So you'd have been battered in school.
So now, we're going to insert the picture right here. And Gemma's still living.
What picture is it?
It's your 4 pairs of shoes in the front of the house.
Oh, Gorka.
Yeah.
Why don't you move them for me then? You know I've had a bad back.
And that is only on the front of the house when you open the door on the right, yeah? If I open the cupboard under the stairs where it's for the jackets, the other day I shouted her like, Gemma, why is the need to have like 75 jackets here and shoes? Literally.
Because it's the weather. I don't know what the weather's going to be like.
Every afternoon when I come back from school pickup,
Yeah.
and the kids take the shoes off, I have to put the shoes back in every rack of the shoe shelf that we have, yeah? The next day in the morning, it's like if I haven't done it.
Why?
So imagine doing that 7 times a week.
Do you not just think to yourself at this point, you could just think,
No.
it's annoying, but I love her anyway and I'll just not bother
No.
her again.
No, it annoys me even more.
Because I leave my shoes.
No, it's that. It's one and
You
the other.
leave your shoes there sometimes.
The pair that I'm wearing that day, yes. Then I put it on the top of the stairs, and every time that I go up, I put them back on the shoe. You have a walk-in wardrobe with a whole wall of shoe cells to put your shoes on.
Shoe shells.
Yeah? You can fit there. I have 300 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
They fit perfect, all in there. You have 5.
That's why I keep mine at the downstairs.
No, you don't have 5. It's an example, yeah?
I know, I have a lot more, but
Yeah.
they're all the same shoe.
Yeah, they are
Just
everywhere.
I only have trainers.
They're everywhere.
Okay, so your dilemma is I've not picked my shoes up.
One of them, yeah.
Mine is, it didn't annoy me, I just found it funny. I think if,
Are you making it up?
no, because you were there when it happened.
What is
and
it?
you actually went, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm
Is the
sorry.
toilet again?
No, you panicked. You went, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
So we have loads of eggs. I have 21 eggs a week.
Oh, I just put I thought that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was, you thought, so it
That's
was an
not even,
accident.
that's even annoying.
No,
I just confused the boxes and I got the wrong box inside.
Basically, we have organic free range eggs. I'm quite obsessive about it, aren't I? About my eggs. But Gorka likes egg whites as well. So he either buys
It's not
egg
that I
whites.
like egg whites, but I need to have egg whites, so I don't want to waste eggs.
So rather than waste the eggs, he buys egg whites. But sometimes
chicks.
if we don't have egg whites in,
I have
he
to
will crack the eggs but put the yolk in the shell. And he puts the shell and the yolk back in the box, back in the carton.
Not always. Only when I know I'm going to finish the box.
Let me finish, or else I'll finish you. And so he puts them back in the box, and then this one time there was eggs and egg yolks balancing in the box, and then I didn't realise I got the box out to cook my eggs, and all that was in it was shells and egg yolks, just mess. And you were there, and you must have seen my face because you literally went, "Oh, so sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry," and then you had to check the bin because you thought you'd put the full carton
Yeah.
in the bin. You hadn't. The full carton was where
Yeah.
the eggs were. You just put all the eggs back.
Yeah.
And if there had been no more eggs, that would have really annoyed
Yeah.
me. But that was my... So like I said, it's not a big deal. It was
Yeah.
just like, oh, come on.
2 same boxes. I was tidying up at the same time that I was cooking, so I put the wrong one. That's fine. It's okay.
But you should actually put the yolks down the sink because sometimes the box sticks to them and the eggs
I
break.
never put the eggs on the sink.
Why?
It will clog the sink and then you get the smell through the sink.
Not if you stir them down
No,
first.
no.
So you put them straight in the bin?
Yeah, and then the bin put it out, yeah. Or
Oh, just give them Benji. Egg yolk, that'd be great for Benji, that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just put it in his raw food, just mix it in.
You should have like no organic, how is it called? We have to have a bin for dispensable food, and that goes in there.
Yeah, well, Clive bought us one, but I put birdseed in it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have to feed the birds every morning.
That's what you
Especially
do.
this time of year, they
So
can't
then
get
all
worms.
the, like for example, what you do is you put that in there, yeah, with the egg shells and everything, and that goes in the brown bin.
Brown's garden.
No, it's not. It shouldn't be garden. It should be like all of that.
Well, I didn't make up the council.
It should
Brown's
be like-
garden, green's cardboard, blue's
It should be
bottles,
organic,
black's
all
everything else.
like so then they can use it to like recycle and make things.
Okay, there you go.
Do you know what it was?
Manchester
When I was
Council,
staying,
get that sorted.
when I was staying in London, one of the houses that we stay in London in Arduino, in the sink, the house had this thing. All the food, you put it there, and you open the tap, and the water goes in, by it blends it all, and it goes like
a gobbler. We used to have one of
yeah.
them where I used to
like
live.
an old thing. No?
We used to call it a gobbler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, who do you agree with? Let us know, and agree to disagree. It's completely up to you. Lost.in.podcast on social media, Lost in Translation at bowermedia.co.uk, or WhatsApp 077 610 398 98.
This episode of Lost in Translation is sponsored by Whoop.
For those of you who don't know, Whoop is a wearable strap. Here it is, here. It provides you with detailed insights into your sleep, your strain, your recovery, your stress, which I have a lot of, and your overall well-being, along with personalised coaching to help you make smarter decisions when it comes to your health and fitness.
That's true, and we've been wearing Whoop for how long now? I think myself since 2019.
2019, and I'm 2020.
Yeah.
So we're a good few years into our Whoop journey. I genuinely rely on mine for a lot.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the first thing I check in the morning, how well I've slept and my stress levels.
The first thing in the morning is like, oh, I'm in yellow.
Oh, I'm in green. Yeah,
I had
I'm
a
in
good
red.
recovery. Yeah.
Since we started using Whoop, it's had such a positive impact on our lives. Having little ones, especially in the house, it comes with broken sleep. But the Whoop has really helped us build routines that actually do last.
And we know what our body needs each day, how well we slept, how well we recover you are, how much strain you are taking on, and how your habits are shaping your long-term health. So get started on Whoop today for free by going to join.whoop.com/translation. Okay, Gem, now is when we resolve a dilemma. Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. Let me see what it is.
This week's dilemma comes in from Jo. Thank you for listening and getting in touch, Jo. She says, I'm a stay-at-home mum to 3 children. Oh, you must be knackered, Jo. My husband is 40 and he works 6 days a week, 4:30 until midnight. That's long.
4:30 a.m.?
No, before 4:30 p.m. 4:30
gonna
until midnight would be
say.
highly illegal. He'll come to bed around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning and then sleep until after 12. Sometimes he won't wake up until 2 and it really frustrates me that all he wants to do is sleep. I do everything for the children. I take them to dance class, football training. I even do the shopping, all on the bus as I don't drive. I feel like I'm the caregiver for 4 children while he just sleeps the day away. Is it unreasonable to be frustrated at him when he won't wake up after 12 and help do the simplest of things like put his own rubbish in the bin or put his own plate in the sink after having food that night? P.S. Love the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Quite a serious one, isn't it, today?
That could cause a divorce, you know?
And I won't go that far. There's 3 kids involved. You have to really, really think before you just go, as if you went to that level, divorce.
Yeah.
There's a family there. It is a tough one, Jo, and it is frustrating because if he's going to bed around 2:33...
But why so late if he was until 12 only?
Because he might need to wind down when he comes in. You don't just come home from work and go straight to bed. I don't. You like to wind down a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He comes home at 12, yeah? You just need to shower and go bed.
It depends what his job is. If he's got a highly stimulating job...
Well, when I perform and I go straight to bed.
If he started going to bed at 1:30, 2, and he slept till 12, that is a good amount of sleep.
Even if he goes to bed at 2 and he wakes up at like 9:30, 7.5 hours, 10 o'clock, wakes up at 10 o'clock, it's 8 hours, yeah?
Yeah.
Then you find to do the rest of the things.
What I'm with Joe is because a lot of people, they still say, oh, you're just a mum at home, that's it. And it's like, that in itself is a full-time job.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, especially like she's got 3 kids.
And not driving, she needs to go
Not driving. No, I don't think it's unreasonable to be frustrated at him, but it's a level of frustration you have to have coming from a place of understanding his work commitment and understanding his work is obviously paying the family, but also your work is keeping the family house run, is keeping the family sane, is keeping the kids in a routine. So you both need to step up and help each other. It's little things like, I don't know, you could... rather than just demand him up at 12, you could go in at 12 with a bit of breakfast and a brew. Say, here you go, breakfast ready. When you've had that, would you mind doing this, this and this? And him doing things like getting home from work, going to bed a little bit earlier and saying, do you know what, I'm getting up at 11 tomorrow because I know she needs me to do this. It's like compensating for each other, because when you're away, you know how tough it is for me, but I also know when you're back, if you have 24 hours off, I also know that you need to sleep and recover because your job is demanding physically and mentally. But you stretch yourself to do both because you know yours is just a tour. If you had that 24/7 like Joe's husband does, that'd be frigging hard to do that. Do you know what I mean? Shift work is awful. Your circadian rhythm's all over the gaff. Peter, my stepdad, used to do shifts and he was grumpy as hell after a shift because there's no natural light. It's just awful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I mean, he's not doing shifts. He's working 4:30. He's 8
no,
hours
but I mean
work.
like in the night. He's working through the night.
I mean, I just feel like he shouldn't be going to bed at 2 in the morning because you finish at 12. Probably the only reason is if he lives an hour away from work, which I don't know.
So you think he should go to bed earlier and get up earlier to help?
He's not going to have dinner at that time. If he's hungry, when he can have a snack on the way home in the car, like when I do the shows in the night, I wake up, sometimes I do shows, come home at 2 in the morning, I'm waking up at 8 in the morning with you.
Only because I clang and bang about to make sure he is up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Again, it's not the same one-off.
No, that's what I mean. It's a one-off.
But I don't know.
I do see it from both sides. I see it from his side in that he'll be thinking, I'm doing the work, I'm bringing in the money, but it is a massive, massive task being
also,
a stay-at-home
he can change
mum.
the work. Maybe he can try to change
the hours,
the shift. Do you know what I mean? No.
Yeah, but a lot of people think it's easy. Like my friend has Fridays off. Laura has Fridays off, doesn't she? And genuinely, she says to me, the amount of people who always say, so what are you doing on your day off then? What are you doing on Friday? And she says, I'm like, I've got 2 kids. I need to do the big shop. I need to sort the house. I need to strip the beds. I need to do the washing. I need to take the kids to school, pick them up from school, take them to after school club. She says, and then by about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I'll have a Friday evening to myself.
But also, like, for example, how old are the kids? They must be in school already. So if they're in school, she has more free time to do other things. Because if they're in
dance
school,
class, football training.
Yeah, if they're in school, they will be in school from 9 to 4, 9 to 3.
Yeah, it does make you think, like, at one point, so my sister's got 3 kids. They're all adults now, so they're 22, 25 and 27. But at one time, Nina would have had a newborn, a 3-year-old and a, like, nearly 5-year-old. Like, and Nina and Rob, they never, ever complained once. They just got on with it.
Yes.
Because there was no other option. Whereas I look back at me when I had Mia and Tio and you had to go on tour, and I remember thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to do this? I've got the 2 dogs, I've got a newborn child, I've got a toddler, and he's on tour. What the frig am I supposed to do?
And you want another dog now?
Yeah, well, I do now. They're older. Now the kids are older. But it's tough. It is really hard. And then my mum always reminds me, blessed, we mentioned Nana Joyce, didn't we? Shout out to Nana Joyce. God rest her. You all loved Nana Joyce. So there was Nana Joyce, there was Auntie Edna, Auntie Sheila and Auntie Gladys. They were...
What are names, you know?
I know. Gladys, Sheila, Edna and Joyce. They
More
were
English names. If you picture like Auntie Sheila, will be those names,
My Auntie Edna used to always call Ollie the dog a little bastard because he used to go in her purse. Whenever she come round, she used to put a massive handbag near the couch and he'd go straight in and get a hanky. She always had an hanky. And he used to get it and she'd go, get out, you little bastard. That's all she used to say to him. But they always used to remind me, my Auntie Edna, we had 4 kids, no nappies, it was a safety pin nappy, no milk dispensers, and we got it. You don't know how good you've had, you get it. And I do get that. That's what she used to say.
Yeah. Now it's everything like easy. Prep machines, this, that.
Yeah. Those prep machines were a lifesaver for us. Do you remember? You'd be pressing the buttons with your eyes shut thinking it's beeped, where's the milk?
Nowadays you can go, hey Siri, make me a bottle, and makes you a bottle. Yeah.
Do you remember that one time I expressed loads and loads of milk and I used to get so happy when I got loads of milk, and I used to take a picture, didn't I, and send it you and say, look how much I've got. And do you remember that one time I rung you, I was in absolute bits because I'd saved so much breast milk and I spilled the whole carton. Literally, it was like a pint of breast milk all over the kitchen floor, and they say no point crying over spilt milk. I sobbed.
I don't remember. But
I was like, oh my God, it took me so long. Anyway, so Joe, back to Joe. We digress, sorry. What's your advice? Get him up, tell him to get up earlier, go to bed earlier.
I don't know, I think it's a difficult one. If I was me, I would be like, move. But I think it comes from one. I mean, like, for example, I leave the plate in the sink or wash it. I will
Yeah.
wash it, you know what I mean?
I'd
It
have
just
a
goes with-
conversation with him, Joe.
I just goes with each individual. I think he must be one individual who, yeah, I don't know.
Gorka's, he's not about, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of the word lazy because you're up and out. But what I would do, Joe, I'd chat to him, but from a place of, I know you're knackered after work. I totally get it. But I'm literally run off my feet all day with these kids and need a bit of help. And then at the weekend, do something together, as in, even if it's just put the kids in one room, both have dinner together, get that little connection back.
Yeah.
But I get the frustration. I do get it because it is tough. But let us know how it goes, Joe. And
Good luck.
Good luck. You've a lose. That's what I'd
Yeah.
be saying to Joe's hubby. But no, thank you for getting in touch, Joe. And I hope you get resolved with everything. Should we do a game? Should we lighten the mood with a game?
Yes, let's pick up the game.
As it was St. David's Day this
All right.
week, happy St. David's Day, our producers have found us some Welsh phrases for us to learn. We should have got Gethin on. We should have got
And
Gethin
Amy
Jones
Dowden
on.
here.
Ready? I can't roll my R's, can you?
Ready?
We can both see 3 phrases to read out, and the other
Yes.
person has to break down how to pronounce them.
All
We've got-
right.
We've got a cheeky clue if we get stuck.
Pontypine.
Oh, Pontypandy.
Pontypandy.
That was Fireman Sam, wasn't
Fireman
it?
Sam, yeah. Hello, Mia. It's Fireman Sam here.
Okay, so I've got a word.
Yeah.
You've got the pronunciation and the clue for it. So should I try and say the word?
Can I just say before we go there, how can even like Welsh people read this? There's like no,
It is. It's kind of like.
It's incredible.
But they probably look at English and think, how do we read that?
Yeah, but this is English makes sense. Even if you don't read it in the pronunciation of the English, you can read it. You know what I mean? This is just like consonants next to a consonant. How like
All
how
right,
you
Borders, look at you. Do you think you are Cara Vorderman?
how do you read CWN? You know what I mean?
So my
No.
word is quith. Quitch.
Okay, so it's pronounced Kutch.
Kutch.
Yeah.
So there's no U in it. How can it be pronounced Kutch?
Yeah.
Kutch.
And the claim it's like
What's the clue?
Gemma hates to Kutch.
I hate a lot of things.
Kutch.
To
And I
clean.
love it.
To clean.
I mean, I hope you don't
Ham.
hate. I love to Kutch.
Cuddle.
Yeah. Hug.
Hey, hug.
Dim kunar gilly.
Say it again.
Dim kunar I gwili.
So I've got it here that it's pronounced Dimquen Aragweli. Dimquen Aragweli. Dimquen Aragweli.
Who created this language?
Dimquen Aragweli.
They were
And
drunk
it's-
when they wrote
the
this.
clue is you say this in bed at night. Dimquen Aragweli.
Turn the lights off.
No. If you spoke to me like that about turning the light off, you get the backside of my hand.
I don't
What
know.
do you not like on the bed?
Dog.
Means no dogs on the bed.
Oh.
Blame Tibach.
So it's pronounced Blair Mayer Tibak.
Blair Tibach. Back. What does that mean?
Where's the toilet? Honestly,
It's a really hard language. If you're learning Welsh and you're not from Wales, I take my hat off to you.
why would you though?
Oh, you'll get this one because it says the word, innit?
Do you know what? I pronounce easier when Nancy and Carlos teach me some Chinese. It's easier than this, you know?
Do we get coffee?
Are you getting coffee?
I need a coffee.
I do need a coffee. Not this one. Hermione Fox Gemma.
Win Fox Gemma.
I bet that one is for fuck's sake, Gemma. No?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I thought it was the name of a man.
You see, that's
Ingwen, I
that's
was
easier
thinking
in every
Ingwen.
language. That's easier in every language, for fuck's sake, Gemma.
Okay.
I'm gonna say from now on, Hermione fuck Gemma.
Okay, the last one for me. Pedwich ag yellow chilwen. Pedwich ag yellow chilwen. Is that right?
That means don't shave your bush, Gemma.
Don't shave your bush.
I mean, shave it, yeah, but that's what it means. I hope you.
What's
I
funny?
hope you shave it, but don't.
Someone messaged about that when you mentioned about shaving a bush, a woman messaged and she said, "Can you please stop shaming hair? My partner's a real man and he loves me and my bush." I was like, we weren't shaming hair. We were just saying it was the word groom, not bald. If I'm bald, it'd be like a dolphin's mouth, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand why you need to do
The
this.
little knuckle. But she said, my partner's a real man. He can handle me and my bush. I thought, good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say I can handle it. I will just go with the trimmer.
Okay, this is the bonus round.
That sounds like a song, you know?
This is the longest train station in the name in the UK. It's the longest one.
I know how you pronounce the first thing, and it's clan.
Llanfair, Pwlgwan, Gilgogo, Quendrob, Oliantus, Ilogogo, Gotch.
Clanvar Pulgin Gilgoger Ukrendrob All Jantus Lingongo Gotch.
Very good.
Yeah.
After this episode, I am going to message Gethin and get him to pronounce all these words on a voice note so that you can have the real pronunciation of them.
How you doing, guys? Just on holiday at the moment. I'm just leaving, actually. I've had a lovely time at Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll, Go Gerwch yn Drobwch, Llantysilio, Go Go Goch.
Sound like Llandudno.
Llandudno. My mum's taking the kids to Wales very shortly in the caravan. They booked caravan holiday.
Overshot is beautiful. That's North Wales, I think. Overshot. Is it Overshot? Overshot, yeah, it's North Wales. Yeah, that's beautiful there, eh?
Yeah.
The bay is stunning. Yeah.
It is nice, Wales.
Yeah. Llandudno
Lland.
is cute.
But if anyone wants to send us voice notes pronouncing that longest train station in the UK, please do. Please put us to shame.
That sounds like you saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Shouldn't it?
You danced to that, didn't you, with
Yeah, I did,
Alexandra?
yeah.
On diddly diddly, on diddly eye. That's all we got time for this week, on that note.
How do you say thank you in Wales? Thank you.
Thank you for all your messages. Thank you for getting in touch. Thank you to Joe for your dilemma. As always, please do like and subscribe to us. It just keeps the podcast going.
Yes.
Gets us to do many, many fun things. We may have guests on again.
Yes.
We had Mia on. We might get some of our
Tiago.
mates on.
That would be
Can you
fun.
imagine?
Yeah.
We'll bring some mates on for one episode as well. So thank you so much. Please do get in touch. It's at lost.in.podcast social media, Lost in Translation at bowermedia.co.uk on email. Or if you want to WhatsApp us, it's 077 610 398 98. Thank you very much. Have a ruddy, lovely week.
Gracias. Thank you. Obrigado. Cheche. Grazie. Merci.